either make some women happy or I'm going to piss them off, and I get that.
Yeah.
But you're doing what's most important is getting people to open their mind and think. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and that's why and forgive me, I wasn't trying to chastise grown folks when I said I don't want us to have to explain our show. I just didn't want us to sound like we were on an apology trip to for making, for saying what we're saying. Like I don't feel like we need to. I don't feel like we need to
I agree.
Apologize for not mentioning our Asian or Latin brother. Where's Byron so he can have this conversation with him too?
He done walked out the room, probably having a conversation with Erica.
Because what's at hand is a black and white thing right now. Even though it's a humanity issue, but two white men killed a black guy. And I just wanted it to,
that's right.
Talk about what we had on the table and not Byron.
Yeah.
Byron. I was telling the group, I said, I didn't want us to go on an apology tour. That's why I cut us off and was like, nah, I don't think we have to explain what we're talking about, because I don't want people to think about us as backpedaling or something like that, because we, that ain't what we about.
No.
And trust me, we're gonna get to those topics at hand when we mention our Asian and Latin brothers and sisters. But right now, we ain't talking about they motherfucking asses. We were talking,
and we're not sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Cause baby, I'm sorry.
But Erica interrupted, and that was different.
That was totally different, because at first I didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. At first I didn't. I was like, what? If y'all saw look on my face without my glasses was like this.
She gonna get to the point.
Because she came with so much passion, but she came in the middle of
like
passion.
This, like this.
That's right. That's what I do. I come with passion.
I said you came in the middle of your passion, and I was like, hold up, I'm trying to catch up with you, but I don't get you.
Your brain is everywhere. You're like, oh, that's what you're talking about.
That's exactly what happened. And then when she got to the point when she started talking about the family on Facebook saw it, I was like, oh, okay.
I got it. Right.
Y'all was tapping into some really real stuff.
Well, Erica, the spirits, but the spirits need a notebook.
Listen, I was minding my own damn shit. I'm a very passionate person. I'm a Scorpio. So when y'all start tapping into that shit, I came in to tell y'all what I came in to kind of be like, damn, they just like hit me, and I didn't want to do this.
Oh, I can tell that. And Erica, my mother's a Scorpio.
Y'all was on that path. Yeah. And when everybody start posting today that the governor of Atlanta was freaking locking arms and best friends with the father of the man who shot that man, and then when there was a lot, so I got involved. And I had, I'm sorry, I had to come crash.
No, don't apologize. You brought something to the table.
But literally, it was two issues that you guys had on the brink. It was like I was sitting at the dock of the bay at that point. And
not the dock.
I'm not playing with y'all. Y'all was in there. Y'all was doing that work.
In the time.
You know what it is, Erica, too? Erica, so you got to remember, too, that my mother's a Scorpio, my moon is a Scorpio, and I'm a Cancer. So I get your passion. I think today this was a heavy last week for all of us. You can tell.
Oh my God.
It was. I remember
it really was.
When I spoke to Jay the other day, I was like, I'm feeling anxious about doing the show. I was like, I'm just not, and I couldn't shake this shit off. Like I just couldn't shake it off. And how was your week, Wendy? Like, did you feel any heaviness, or were you okay? How was your week?
I was good. I mean, Mother's Day was a little fucking weird.
Yeah.
Weird as fuck.
Yeah, well, because being there for my sister when she just lost her boy.
Right.
I had my daughter call me for a 10-minute conversation. I had my youngest one throw a stuffed animal at me from I don't know, when he was 8 that I got for him, and be like, he just being the teenager. So I just rolled back over and cuddled the freaking bunny rabbit. And then my oldest kept saying, I've been trying to figure out how to say I'm Happy Mother's Day. And I wanted to do something special, but I can't. But that was the most that he said, was that he wished he could, you know. But that's
I'm emotional right now, Wendy. You can't.
I know, Wendy,
like
for
this. I
real.
feel like, my gosh.
You know, but there's been years where I wouldn't get a happy Mother's Day,
right?
Where I don't get a happy birthday.
Birthday. She's told me that she didn't get a happy birthday. She didn't get a Mother's Day. It's a lot for her.
Well, Wendy, happy belated Mother's Day.
Seriously, happy Mother's Day, love.
Happy Mother's Day. Seriously, happy Mother's Day. Yeah.
You know, and I'm okay, because it's like it shows me an all new appreciation of how people should be treated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's kind of their generation, but it's how we were brought up in a working family.
Yeah.
To where, you know, that's what we do for Christmas and Thanksgiving and all holidays, is this phone call.
Yeah.
With my mom and dad, that kind of thing, especially now with the Parkinson's and stuff. We don't do anything unless it's like a restaurant. But now with Dad's voice, you know, we don't continue like that. We used to. You know.
Hey,
it's all good.
Jay, do you think that most women who are listening to you, well, let me ask you like this. What do you think is going to be, or do you even care about what the response? What do you think the response is going to be from your comment about the R. Kelly and still listen to his music?
I think I'm going to provoke something in most women that they were afraid to say, and I think there are some women that are going to disagree with me. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to say that if we're going to hold him accountable, we have to hold everybody else accountable. Because I saw a comment that said, "I didn't know the music industry was around pedophiles." Yeah. A lot of people don't know that. So the music industry is built on that. We know that, but they don't know that. So when they hear that, I think there's a shock value that comes with that. I gave that disclaimer, right? He should be held accountable, but at the same time, I'm still stepping in the name of love. And I'm going to believe I can fly, because we're not cutting off. And until we cut off Graceland, shut the fuck up.
You keep saying that. I love that. Byron, you
yeah.
What I guess I was gonna ask you, did your father know Martin Luther King, or did he march with him at all?
No, he didn't know him. He actually was part of the march. He was part of the movement, but
yeah.
My great aunt Noni did.
So my godmother is Maxine Waters.
Okay, so you know I've gotten drunk and danced with Maxine multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even scared to admit that.
I just got a text from my sister Tyson Russell on some shit that is she went live and she said she went deep in on her sister just died from COVID.
Oh,
so
whose sister?
Maxine Waters.
Oh wow.
She's on a tyrant hunt, and she's like raw and uncut when it comes to us as a people. Like beyond, like extra, way beyond what she's ever been.
Every time she sees me, she never remembers my name, but she's always like, "I know that pretty face," and she always, "Come on, she's so auntie. She's so just." Oh, she's so sweet. She's such a sweet woman. Such a sweet woman. She always finds me to come dance with her because she know, and I'm telling you, the woman get down.
Can you let everybody see it? It's only like a few seconds. It's what she did, because CJ just said auntie, so I'm gonna send this to you real quick.
What did people say?
When she said, "Don't call her auntie,"
comments around what we were talking about.
I went to say it. It's not that long.
Say, "Don't call her auntie" or something.
You got to hear it. I'm gonna let Wendy play it in a second.
Okay.
I want to know what the group comments were, because I know I probably did, snatch a few women in that. But
because I sang at the it was on matter of fact, I just saw it the other day. It was on PBS. I sang at what's her name? That used to be the CEO of BET, Deborah
Cox.
No, not Deborah
with the
Cox.
braids.
The light skin, blonde hair. Deborah. What's her name? BET.
The lady with the braids.
No, that's Essence. BET is Deborah. Where's that flyer shit? I had it anyway. I sang at her thing, and Maxine Everett, like every influential Black person was there. And
Deborah Lee.
Huh?
Deborah Lee.
Deborah Lee, thank you, Deborah Lee. And during the reception, you know, everybody was coming over to me. Oh my God, you were amazing, blah blah blah. And Maxine came over to me, and she's like, "Hey, you." I said, "Hey." She's like, "We dancing tonight?" I said, "We sure is." She's so sweet.
She really is.
And I love the fact that she can't stand that damn truck. She has become a celebrity and wasn't even trying to be.
Who? Maxine Waters?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I saw her when I sang at the Women's March. I saw her then. And she came and gave me the biggest kiss. This is what I say. She'll never know my name. She'd just be like, "Hey, you."
Yeah. I wish I got a chance to meet my father. They came out of the same class, high school. They've known each other since second grade.
Really?
Yeah, my great aunt walked with Martin Luther King and Cesar Chavez. And
wait a minute, Wendy, what?
My great aunt.
And Cesar Chavez? Wow.
Yeah. She worked for Ronald Reagan when he was governor.
Uh-huh.
Started the Casa.
Wow.
She was one of the first Navies in the Navy's waves, the women's movement.
Mm-hmm.
And just an extraordinary woman. You know, she's just nothing but philanthropy. She never married, opened her house up to runaways.
Yeah.
Just that's what she did.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's part of my journey is, you know, I think I'm in a way reincarnated.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The heart and soul to help others. But she's got a Casa Youth shelter in Los Alamitos that, you know, and she passed away about 7 years ago or something.
Okay.
But I want to make sure that, you know, it will always be there.
Did she leave her home to charity or?
It was, well, I mean, it was a foundation to where
it was a foundation. Okay.
Her house was opened up and every single room had a different runaway in it. And then so the board of directors, they just took over the house and expanded, you know, to be able to make some rooms. But it's freaking amazing.
That's amazing, Wendy.
Right? Now, don't get me started on being related to Jefferson Davis.
Oh, shit. You related to Jefferson Davis?
Well, the second wife or something like that. So.
Wow.
See, that's the advantage of being white.
Yeah.
You're a nigga. You just a nigga.
You just.
I bleach like somebody else we know.
Not the bleach. Wait a minute. Why does Byron look like a fat man at Christmas?
And I'm just drunk.
I sure is hungry, balls. That's some good old cooking.
He says ho ho ho. It sounds a lot different. Oh.
I emptied this whole thing out in my drink and already had enough tequila in it to keep a whole fire going. So
damn. Oh, but then you know what? I don't like tequila. And as a birthday gift, somebody got me the gallon thing of Don Julio.
Oh, Don Julio's a favorite.
Yeah, y'all can have that shit.
Please don't drink another drop. Okay,
I haven't drank any of it. It's brand new.
Pass it to me. Don Julio is the fucking bird.
No, you know what? No, I'm gonna keep that. So when y'all come over my house, that's what y'all can drink. That's what y'all can drink.
Give it to her on her birthday.
So, Erica, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Can you tap into your gift for a second? Okay. So 2 weeks ago, I had a very, very vivid dream. And because I am spiritually connected, I can tap into, but for some reason, I couldn't do it with this dream. So here it is. My grandmother passed away. It'll be 14 years ago this month. And a choir director who I had passed away a year and a half ago. Okay. And so they both were in this dream. My grandmother was in the dream. Normally when she come to me, she just come into, because I'm not happy or I'm going through something, or, you know, she'll come and just to check on me, make sure I'm all right. And then, give me that snap back and I'll be fine. Right. But this time she was in the dream and she was in her house. And I was like, Grandma, what you doing here? Because I have lucid dreams, so I can talk and know that I'm dreaming. So I said, Grandma, what you doing here? And she was like, well, hell, I'm trying to work this remote, but the damn remote won't work. I said, well, have you tried putting batteries in it? And she flipped it over and she was like, well, shit. Well, shit. And then she laughed. And then I walked out the door. So as I walked out the door, I was in a church that it was half church and half of a home. So it was like on the left side, there was a choir that was singing and they were trying to get me to sing. And I kept saying, I don't feel like singing today, y'all. And they were like, oh, but you know, when you come in, you move shit. And I was like, I don't feel like singing today, y'all. So I went outside. So when I went outside, there was my choir director that passed away a year and a half ago. And when she was alive, she would periodically check on me every now and then. Okay. But in this dream, she had a hen and she had a rooster. And she was giving them to me as a gift. And so she put the rooster down first and it started running around the yard. And I went into where this chicken coop was. This is outside. I don't know what the outside was, but it was outside. And inside of the chicken coop, there were ducks. And they had the most amazing golden bills. But their bodies were grayish. And they and it was like two of them. And they were like kind of like on top of each other. So when she saw me looking at the duck, she came over and she brought me one of she brought me the hen. And the hen was the most, now I've been around chickens before. I done been pecked, I done been ran, everything. But this chicken was so sweet. It just laid in her arms and she gave it to me. And it was also a grayish color. And she put it in my hand. And I was like, wow, this is the first chicken that's not trying to peck me. So she was like, where's the rooster? I said, oh, well, when you put it down, he went running. So she called for the rooster. The rooster came. And I was like, oh, no. I don't deal with roosters because I've been pecked and she was like, oh, you're going to be all right. The rooster came to me. It literally like kind of like almost bowed to me and allowed me to pick it up. And I was holding this chicken and rooster in my hand, hen and rooster in my hand. And I woke up.
I will tell you what I'm feeling initially, but I will search for that. And I do it all the time. And I've been trying to do it. What I will tell you is roosters hold time. Mm-hmm. You know, they hold time. And hens hold a circle of life. So I will tell you that it's almost like I'm feeling that time is of the essence for something. And something is calling for a circle of life. Because, you know, in the Bible, it says that that there is a certain thing about time, and that certain thing about time is that, you know,
there's a time to plant, there's a time to laugh, there's a time to die, there's a time to cry. Yeah,
exactly. So something is calling you for a time. That's what I'm thinking. But I will search that, and I meditate a lot, and I pray to hold myself. But I'm just telling you,
for real.
Every time
come here, I'll show you.
My mother always told me that there is a time that's at hand. Mm-hmm. And it's funny that you're having a time about a rooster. And I've had like 4 or 5 moments in my life where I told my mom I dreamed about a rooster. And she told me, trust me, that is like it's almost like the alpha. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So something is coming to a time in your life. And then it is basically saying, there's nothing new under the sun. So there's something that keeps coming to you. He told me to take the share.
I'll talk to you guys later. I'm out.
He said that there is
love you guys.
Love you too, man.
But I will definitely put that on my prayer altar. I'm looking crazy right now, so definitely.
No, you're fine.
But
I got my glasses on. Come on now.
Yeah, there's a time for everything, but there also is a time at hand for you. Yeah. It's something that as you go to sleep and as you meditate and become one with God, He's going to tell you what that time is. But that rooster is definitely calling you.
Be careful of a very strong woman that's going to handpeck you and send you some chicken.
All right, y'all. I've been drinking and I need to eat. And so,
go eat. So
all this shit, I'm telling you right now, the asshole in me is coming out in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What the fuck are we doing?
I enjoyed your call, and you guys definitely summons me in my spirit. I left my desk and came in here, and I felt like that you guys are dealing with some real issues. I honor you, and I thank you guys for what you're doing. And I support you guys in what you're doing. And that don't come easy for me. I'm just telling you. I don't support something just because somebody's doing it, but you guys are doing some good work, and I love it.
Cool.
And I love you.
Thank you. Love you too. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Wendy, love you, Wendy.
Wendy, we love you so much. You are so bomb.
DJ, I got you on my mind on what you just said. We'll continue on that.
Yeah, because I did a couple of interpretations, and they were all pretty much positive. Just with the rooster, it was on timing. The ducks in the dream, the ducks, the rooster, the chicken, the hen. It was all talking about prosperity and talking about growth, and it even went into the whole point of were the roosters aggressive or were they, soft? So I did a couple of interpretations. I just wanted to hear.
It's telling you time is now. It's something that time is now.
Clock should never be in charge.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Peace and love. I'll see y'all next week.
Peace and love.
Bye, guys.
I can't wait to see the episode. Bye.
Right.
Love you. Love you, hon. Bye.